Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. In the last episode of this continuing series on the Idaho versus Kohberger case introduced to you by the Indie Zone podcast, we noted that the actual stipulated motion and order sealing certain documents that was served in discovery by the defense to the state. And now we have a copy of the exact order unsealing the stipulated motion for sealed protective order and the sealed protective order. It is the last item that appears on the docket as of today, and it is right now very early in the morning on the 4th of February. It is filed on January 31st, 2025, 11:14 a.m. in Ada County, 4th Judicial District. The document is entitled Order Unsealing Stipulated Motion for Sealed Protective Order and the Sealed Protective Order. And it states, previously the court sealed the following filings in this case at the request of the parties. Quote, stipulated motion for sealed protective order, end quote, filed January 13th, 2025, and quote, sealed protective order, end quote, filed January 15th, 2025. The next sentence provides us with some clarifying information how and why the court decided to unseal this matter. It says here that after reviewing the matter with the parties, that would be the state of Idaho and the defense, Ms. Jennings signed the stipulated to motion on behalf of the state of Idaho and Ms. Taylor on behalf of the defense. So after reviewing the matter with the parties, the court could find no compelling basis to maintain these documents as sealed filings. Therefore, it is ordered, and this does order, that the two filings referenced herein shall be unsealed by the Clerk of Court. The court's prior January 13th, 2025 orders sealing the documents is hereby vacated, dated. It says here the 30th day of January 2025. Steven J. Hippler, Administrative District Judge, who is also the presiding jurist over the case. It does not provide any details why the court originally found that there was good cause to seal these documents and then approximately 2 weeks later decided that it should be unsealed. If you would like to see the filings, go to January 13th, 2025, and you will see the stipulated motion for sealed protective order filed January 13th, 2025, and the sealed protective order filed January 15th, 2025, which we addressed in the last episode of the Indie Zone podcast. And I've provided a link to the court records, the docket, where you can go to the Idaho cases of judicial interest. You're going to have to scroll down a few cases until you get to Idaho versus Kohberger to see these documents. Finally, I wanted to point out that the certificate of service states, I hereby certify that on January 31st, 2025, at 11:15 a.m., I served a true and correct copy of the order unsealing stipulated motion for sealed protective orders and the sealed protective order to the Latah County Prosecuting Attorney's Office, William Thompson, Prosecuting Attorney, Jeffrey D. Nye, Special Assistant Attorney General, who has been designated to assist the Latah County Prosecuting Attorney's Office with this case, Ashley Jennings, who is the Deputy Prosecuting Attorney that signed the stipulated to motion, Ann Taylor, Alasa Masop, and Idaho State Public Defender's Office, J.W. Logston, who were all members of the defense team, and this is signed Trent Triple, Clerk of Court, by and through the Deputy Clerk. And the reason why the certificate is here, in my opinion, is that the order to unseal went from the court to the clerk. This will now conclude this episode of the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. Thank you for joining us here today.